welcome to my New York City guide where I go to Roosevelt Island to check out some cherry blossoms and also get something to eat in Brooklyn's Industry City.
Hey everyone, beautiful day here in New York City. I used to live on Roosevelt Island and I came here just because the cherry blossoms are so wonderful. But one of the other attractions here is the Franklin D. Roosevelt Four Freedoms Park. So what's great about Roosevelt Island is it's in between Manhattan. You see some of the iconic landmarks here, the UN, the Chrysler back there, One World. And on the other side is lovely Queens. Beautiful Queens. Right now they're doing a lot of construction too. And then right behind me, we'll take a shot right there is the smallpox hospital that later we'll take a walk down there and then we'll take a look at some cherry blossoms. But it's a beautiful place, beautiful day, beautiful place. Okay, so we're at the tip of Roosevelt Island. And so this is the edge of the Four Freedoms Park. And you can kind of take a nice vantage view of downtown Manhattan on that side, Queens on the other side. You can see the bridges. There's a Brooklyn, and then here you have Queensboro Bridge, and as you can see, it's a beautiful tree-lined area. Unfortunately, they're doing some construction. It looks like they're doing some new monuments or some sculptures over there. I saw a new kind of marble placard up there, if that's what you call it. So another one of my favorite things is taking the New York City Ferry. You can buy tickets there, or you can do the app online. And it takes you around a little bit. It's kind of like a subway fare, but it's not connected. I think it's like $2.75 still. And then basically you can go around to different areas. And it's a nice way to spend a day, drop off in Brooklyn. So another thing that I like doing on the ferry on a beautiful day like today is grabbing a drink inside. You can get a beer, a wine. Prices are fine, not too crazy, but you know, you can sit up top on the deck if the weather's nice. I mean, with COVID, you know, and after we'll see what happens, but I'm sure since it's outdoors, it's gonna be fine and beautiful, and then get a slice of pizza somewhere in Brooklyn for takeout. Okay, here we are with the cherry blossoms, and it wouldn't be New York without the siren sounds and some other music going on, but hey, check it out, they're in bloom here. It wasn't blooming on the other side, but still, just a beautiful, beautiful area. The bridge going across to Manhattan, and you also got Cornell Tech, a branch of Cornell University here on the tech side. I think they might do a hotel side too, but anyway, you can see a nice hill and all that stuff, but just beautiful, beautiful day. Okay, another one of my favorite things, in addition to getting across from the bridge over a car, is taking the tram. So you can use your Metro card enough for a subway. So same thing, they have the same machines over there, and you take it right across. For those of you who might be familiar with the Spider-Man movie, that's the tram. That's funny, I don't know if it's still there, but somebody hung like a little Spider-Man costume on the side. So it's like, oh, look at that. It's just kind of cool. But for those of you afraid of heights, that might not be a thing, but it's always good. There's commuters as well as people just wanting to visit the island. All right, little detour in Brooklyn. Now I'm here at the Industry City, so it's got some cool stuff. So basically there's buildings and walk through buildings. You can kind of see the signage. You really actually need that to where you're going. There's breweries, there's hat stores, there's painting stores, furniture stores, but we're gonna head to the Japanese section. I just wanna show you a little bit. Outdoor option, which is pretty cool. There's indoor dining, but this is their outdoor, so you have a seat, window here. It's actually heated underneath, which is nice. Very cool. You order everything online, so you QR code it. So when you come here, and then you can order everything online. They have some yaki items like yakitori, grilled skewered. They have some seafood. They have kind of Izakaya style little dishes and things like that too, a little bit of sashimi. So we're gonna try a few options. And our drinks are coming now. Okay, we got our drinks. So this one is a Mio, it's called sparkling sake, so it's nice and fruity. A little bit on the sweet side, but it's kind of nice. And then I got myself Suntory. Toki is the whiskey. Yuzu highball. Yuzu is a Japanese citrus, kind of like a Meyer lemon. And nice ice cube there. The cotton candy that I smelled earlier, it's from here. So cheers, good health in the future for the whole world. This is built really well. Like, look, you've got like air conditioning systems. I'm sure it was, thought out maybe before COVID. I don't know. But in Manhattan, if you've gone to dine or anywhere in the city, sometimes they're using any kind of material they can find on the street to put it together, which is kind of crazy. Concrete barriers, whatever. So you kind of lose the feel. But this has a really nice kind of, restaurant, farmhouse type feel. So I kind of highly recommend it for going out and feeling like you can, have some air there and have some lanterns. Kind of cool. So. A little something. Okay, recommend to wear a jacket when it's still cold. So I went around the horn here. We got a little bit of fried. This is gesso, which is squid legs, karage, And then we have, the pumpkin. It's a Japanese kabocha. And then we have a little donburi, which donburi means bowl with rice and salmon, sake, and a little ikura. And then we have yakitori skewer and grilled avocado skewer. Trying some. There's more stuff coming, but that's the beginning. Okay, so we got these fried potatoes. They're really good and technically wise cooked. Beautiful. I think it needs a little more seasoning, but that's just my personal opinion. A little more salt. So I got one of these. This kind of is nostalgic because when I worked for Terrence Brennan, we did artisanal. He had these Comte tempura cheese skewers. So this kind of reminded me of it. It's not my normal go-to, but I saw it on the menu. It's like, oh, fried cheese. Why not? Kani korokke, one of my mom's favorite, and it all gets tonkatsu sauce, which is, if you watch my chop episode, it's a combination of like Worcestershire and ketchup in a way, but I had mine with fruit, so we can go back to that. And as Warner Wolf would say, go back to the videotape. A New Yorker from CBS, old school. Anyway, we're gonna enjoy some of this food and just have a good time. Okay, the last dish I forgot we got was agadashi tofu. So it means fried tofu, basically. My mom we used to make it at the store. So those of you guys don't know, my mom and dad had a Japanese grocery store in New York in Westchester County, and we used to get actually funny now as I remember it, being back in New York, tofu from a place called Hashizume that would make fresh tofu. And it's great. I don't think it's there anymore, but now I go back there, you see all the warehouses, and I said, oh, why don't you buy property back then? But long story short, long story longer, you gotta keep dry to fry, but it looks like they have a little bit of starch, or it could be rice flour too, I'm not sure, but it's in broth. Sometimes it's in almost one that's sticking with starch, or like toromi, which is a little bit thick. This one has some shredded nori on top and stuff. Sometimes daikon oroshi, which means grated daikon. Daikon's a radish, Japanese radish, and some little broth, and then we're gonna try that out and let it cool a little, because when you fry stuff, it gets really, really hot, as you know.